guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my personal goals for the year 2021. Whenever I enter a brand new year, I always like to write down a list of things that I want to get done or do during that year. Goals, intentions, resolutions, whatever you call it. I like to just have that list and kind of just look through it throughout the entire year and just have something to guide me through the year. I don't know if anybody else does this. I know a lot of people do it, but I just like to set intentions for the year and have things to look forward to or try new things or whatever that is. And so I would like to share with you guys today which ones I have for this brand new year. Last week I did a year recap on the year 2020 where I talked about all the personal things that I went through and did, besides the fact that we were going through a worldwide pandemic and still are, and all of the other crazy and frustrating things going on that went on during 2020. I just talked about my own personal life that year and things that I did still with the circumstances. So if you haven't watched that already, I strongly suggest you do, because that was my last video kind of talking about 2020, and this week I'm going to start talking about 2021. And without any further ado, let's get straight into my goals for the year 2021. Feel free as you're watching this video to get cozy, get a snack, get a drink, and let's go through my own personal goals for this year. And if you like any of the goals that I've mentioned and you think they would suit you as well, maybe get a pen and paper and write that down as well for your own personal goals. And yeah, so if you want to get cozy, pause this video right now, honey. I will wait for you, and let's get on to this cozy video. This is how my list looks like. It's kind of like a purple theme. So as you can see, I have quite a few goals. I don't know exactly how much, and I highlighted the ones in purple highlighter, the ones that I really want to get done this year or do this year. Those are like my top priority. Okay, so first goal of mine that I wrote down is actually highlighted because it is something that I definitely want to get done this year, but is to redecorate my room. So ever since I moved into this house, which was February of 2020, which is now going to be a year that I've lived in this house, I didn't really do anything with my room. I have a pretty big room, and when I moved in, I just kind of placed everything wherever it made sense and just left it. And right now how my room looks is nothing like me. It's not my aesthetic at all. So definitely this year I want to redecorate, really just make it more me and make it like my own space that I really enjoy, because this is the room where I spend most of my time in. So definitely this year I want to completely redecorate. Okay, so number 2 is something that I feel like always somebody writes down on their list and then you never do it. It's kind of just like hiding in the list, but it is to work out / stretch 2 to 3 times a week. So, I don't like working out a lot, honestly. I don't find it really fun, but I do find it so refreshing, and just, it feels so good when you're done. You just feel so much more healthier and more motivated, and I just feel like now that, especially that we're in quarantine for almost a year now, I feel like it's good to get some activity in, physical activities. So I definitely want to work out 2 to 3 times a week, and also stretch because I'm a dancer and I feel like I should get some stretching in for flexibility. So definitely I want to work out 2 to 3 times a week along with stretching, and actually this past week I have been doing that. So it is the first week of January, and I think I've been doing really well with that, but we'll see how this turns out. Okay, so this next one is gonna need some explaining. So it's actually 3 goals. I'm just gonna put them into one for you guys just because they all kind of relate to each other, but in reality it's gonna take a lot of time. So I made it into 3 separate goals, but let me just explain. Okay, this might sound a little crazy, but I kind of want to get into acting. Okay, so the 3 goals are to research on acting, take acting classes, and maybe in the slightest bit go on an audition. Okay, listen, okay, just listen, okay? So I've been into acting this past year a lot. You probably know I'm a person that loves movies and loves TV and loves shows, and it's like my whole life. Like, all my obsessions are over actors and movies and TV shows. Like, I don't obsess over anything else, really, just like anything that has to do with acting in general. And ever since I was little, I loved movies and I loved specific actors, and just now recently this year I've started to consider if I wanted to do that myself. And I know it's a huge thing, especially like just saying that out loud. I feel like I'm gonna get so judged, but it's something that I've been looking into, and definitely, obviously, going on an audition is a huge step, but I thought I'd put it in the list just because, why not? Like, anything can happen. But definitely this year I want to research on acting, just watch a bunch of different classics, research on how what things and actors do, and like just take acting classes, like in my neighborhood, just take somewhere acting classes just to kind of get into the industry in a way. Obviously going on an audition is a huge step, but I just want to, obviously I'm still not sure, and I'm only 14, but whatever, but like I just kind of want to get more familiar with it, you know what I mean? So like this year I kind of just want to research on it, and I have been just researching on different movies and different actors and their advice and stuff, and just kind of maybe take acting classes. I don't know, please don't judge me, it's just something that I'm considering to get into. This one makes me so incredibly happy, and you guys, I wrote this list on like January 1st, you know, so like the first day of 2021, and I never thought it would come this quick, but the goal was to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And you guys, I already did it. Like, I can't believe it. I already have 1,000 subscribers. That is crazy to me. And I wrote this down because I thought maybe I'd get it sometime this year, but never ever did I think in the first week of the new year. I am so incredibly grateful. If you are one of the 1,000 people that have subscribed, you have no idea how much I love you, and just I appreciate you so much and your support. So this goal I can actually cross off. Where's my pen? I need my pen. I'm so happy. Okay, so here is the goal, and it's actually highlighted because I really wanted to do that this year, achieve that, and we are going to check mark it because I reached 1,000 subscribers in the first week of January. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. Like, I don't even know 20 people personally. So like, it's weird to me that there is literally 1,000 people, you know, subscribed. That's just really weird because I don't even know 20 people personally. The next intention that I set for this year was to journal every morning, because I've been seeing this all over YouTube and TikTok, and I got so inspired to do the same because I feel like I would always, the first thing that I would do when I would wake up is check my phone, check my phone. And I just don't think that's good for my eyes or my mental health, or I just don't want that to be the first thing that I do every morning, you know? Like, I want to start it off on a good mental health note, you know? So I'm actually super proud that the past 10 days of January, I've been journaling every morning. And if you want to see like a tutorial on how I journal, like what things I write and steps I do, let me know if you're interested. But I love doing it. That's the first thing that I do every morning, and I write it in this really cute Paris themed notebook, which just I love because Paris is actually somewhere where I want to go in the future. So yeah, I just overall am so happy that I'm doing well with this goal so far. Next intention was to read at least 10 books throughout the entire year, which to some people that may sound like really easy and a very low bar. I just wanted to set a low bar because this past year I haven't been reading at all, so like at least if I get 10 books done this entire year read, then that will be good, because I just want to get back into my reading game. And this is actually going well for me because this past week I've been reading this book called Geekerella by Ashley Poston, and I've been obsessed, and I just love it so much. It's so cute. Totally recommend. So yeah, I'd say that I'm starting off this goal really well. This is something that I wanted to get done in 2020, but I didn't work hard enough, and this year I really want to work hard and get this, but I want to get my side splits. I'm more comfortable with my right splits, so I think I'd get those first, but I just really want to keep stretching, keep working hard, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe I'd get my side splits this year. I really hope so. I'm a huge Ari fan, so this year I want to literally buy all of Ariana Grande's perfumes. I am going to get this done, I promise you. This is a very generic one, but spend less time on technology. I want to find new things and new hobbies to do that I don't need technology for. Obviously, this sounds super cliche and cheesy because technology is like the biggest thing that we use nowadays, but seriously, this year I want to start finding new hobbies that don't include my phone or my laptop or whatever that may be. Ooh, girl, this one was definitely highlighted because I did not really work well with this last year, but I want to work better on my mental health. Like 2019 and 2020 weren't great years for me personally, obviously for the whole world too, but 2019 was also pretty horrible for me. And I just did not work on my mental health. I kept ignoring every feeling that I felt, everything that I wanted to do. So definitely this year I want to just, if I'm feeling a certain passionate way, I just want to take a break from everything and listen to myself. That sounds also very cheesy and like, what are you doing? But like literally I just want to listen to myself more this year. I feel like a witch when I say this, but I'm actually working on something by myself. I've been doing this for the past year, but I've been working on a mini project by myself, and I really want this to happen for me one day, so I want to finish that project this year, but nobody, not even my brother knows, or not even my best friend knows about this project. It's very secretive. Nobody knows about it, and I want to finish it this year, and I want it to become a thing when I'm older. So I'll keep you wondering on that. This is another very cheesy thing, but I am a person that needs to know what's gonna happen, and I'm not a person that just lives with the flow. I don't know how people do that. I cannot live with the flow. That's why I have a planner. That's why I journal. I need to know what things are gonna happen. That's why I hate like when life throws you surprises. So I need to know this, but I really want to choose my career path this year. At least just like focus on a thing like acting or whatever and just kind of research on it, just to kind of have an idea of what I'm leaning towards, even though I'm only 14, but still, like I want to know what I want to do in the future, you know? This is something that I really wanted to do for a long time, and I never paid attention to it, and it's a very just normal generic thing, but I really want to grow my makeup collection. I love makeup, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Like I just love makeup. I wear it pretty much every day just because I love it. Not that I'm insecure or anything, I just love makeup. And I really want to grow my collection. I barely have any, and I work with it, but I really want to have like a bunch of palettes and powders and different things, you know? Like I just want to have like a full like drawer of makeup. Is that so weird? Yes it is, but I love makeup, so I want to grow my collection. Like I said earlier, I do not live with the flow. I need to know what things are gonna happen most of the time. Obviously, I do live on the flow sometimes, but I like to plan things out. So I really want to write in my planner every day. I have a planner for 2021, and I've just been slacking on planning things. Like I've been slacking on planning my life. Like, oh my God, like just unacceptable. So I definitely want to plan my entire life this year. So this one kind of goes along with like work on my mental health, but I really want to this year take pamper/detox days. I just think it's super important. Like if I'm very overwhelmed or stressed, I just need to focus on myself more, you know? So this goes along with the work on my mental health, but I just want sometimes to take a full day or half a day or maybe even just an hour to just like pamper myself, you know? Like take a bath or like just read a book, you know? Like just kind of just relax and take away from the world, you know? This is something that I'm really excited to do, and I hope to do this year, but it is to grow my closet and embrace like my fashion sense, because I feel like not a lot of people know this about me, but I love fashion. I love clothes. I love everything about it, and I just feel like not a lot of people know my fashion sense and know what I really like within this world. And so this year I just want to grow my collection of clothes and really just embrace what I like to wear and what my fashion sense is. I know it's very weird, but I just kind of want to put that out there this year. And this is my last goal that I wrote down for this year, but it's definitely the most important, and I suggest everyone watching this video writes this down, but it is to put myself first. Now, I always put feelings of other people and what I thought of other people get in the way of what I thought of myself and what I wanted to do with myself, and I'm so sad that I used to do that. So I definitely suggest everyone writes this down, but put yourself first, put your feelings, put your heart first before others, because it's you, it's your body, it's your mind. Don't let other people control you. You control yourself. So definitely this year I want to put myself first. Point blank, nobody controls me except for I do. Well then, you guys, guys are my goals or intentions for the year 2021. I know it hasn't really started great with, people breaking into the US Capitol and, like on the brink of a civil war, but like I hope it's gonna go well, and I think it's gonna go well. So I always like to set intentions for myself. So if you liked any one of these goals and you want to include them into your list, make sure you do, and let me know down below what you want to achieve this year or do this year. I'd love to know. Maybe I can add it into my list as well. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!